Temporary intermission, and I lost 5 minutes. I was hot on a roll, and the camera decided to cut off on its own. You know, it's just the way things work these days. It's my luck, the worst luck in the history of the known universe. Nobody's got luck like me. For better or worse, I have suffered and lived through the highest peaks and the lowest valleys known to man. September 2020, Steve Hosley contacts Gulf Coast Inn and has me thrown out of there. And I had no idea why, but I was just thrown out on the spot. It didn't matter, she was paying. She was going to keep paying. She would have had me taken care of. And I never wanted it to have to come to that. I never wanted money, which I could give a flying motherfucker about. I never wanted money to affect my unconditional, unequivocal love for her and only her. I knew if money were to ever factor into the equation, in essence, the love could die. It wouldn't be real. And this is what killed it. I didn't really need it. I was happy and content to have her. I was happy to speak to her. I loved every second, and I cherished every moment I ever knew her. It was the greatest blessing. And for a while, I thought this demonic ghosting ignorance bullshit, this new age cliche 101, the term ghosting is a fucking joke to me. So is date night, so is gaslighting, narcissism, all this shit. Anything today that you hear that's designed to make you think it's bad is probably good. Or toxic masculinity. To be a male is godlike. It's godlike. I mean, women have 1,000 names, the first one's dog. They got 1,000 names, they're all negative. There's not one positive thing about any one of them. But nonetheless, I fell. You know, I king narcissist and misogynist. Shit. Guilty. All right? It's a virtue. It is what it is. It's a strength of virtue to believe in yourself, especially to live alone as long as I have, 16 years straight, without a soul in my life, north and south, self and God. That's just the way it be, baby. That's all there is to it. Now listen. September 2020, Steve Hosley contacts the inn to get me thrown out on lies. Because this is who he is and this is what he does. For 2 weeks, I fought the hardest battle publicly to get her back. And I did get her back. I won her back. A guy even fucking called, left the message crying. I'm not ashamed to cry. That's another thing. I've never cried for a woman in my life. I never gave a fuck about the ones that did love me in the past. They knew that. But I love her. And I've cried for 1,000 times. Cut my fucking arm open. I bled for her. I died so many fucking times. I can't even begin. I got all the incidents written down. It's disturbing. I can't believe what I survived. And it's a semi-miracle in itself that I'm even alive, given what she's put me through. 24/7, 365, 1,400 total days of the worst fucking torture known to man. And she did it all through demonic ignorance. My father was ignorant to my mother when my mother killed herself that week. It took 7 fucking days. She's calling my dad crying and begging and leaving messages. Mike, speak to me to support us about our son. I know we're divorced, but Mike, please speak to me. She's fucking begging him. And he's ignoring her. So she takes Ambien and puts the fucking garden hose right in the goddamn car in the garage. The car that their town car they fell in love with and bought together, whatever, in the garage portico, they custom built on that house. You know, everything was connected to their relationship in the way my mother did it. And then she left a note, whatever. That's not the point. September 2020, Steve Hosley gets me kicked out. I fight to the end of fucking September. I get her back. I got her back October 1st. She sends me the porn that night. She offered me every porn. I told her, I don't even know how we got to talk about it. She's like, do you want the other ones? I'm like, huh? I'm shocked. I'm like, why the fuck would she even offer me that? It's like, if you love me the way you say you do, why are you going to brag to me about your sex toy collection in a Union County motherfucking sex shop? The pink-haired chick and a homo behind the counter love you because you spend the most money in it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that shit. That shit ain't going to turn me the fuck on. I'm half a fucking conservative. I don't believe in this bullshit. I ain't no fucking liberal fiend demon rails someone up the ass with a fucking anal beaded dildo. That shit don't entice me. That's sicko shit. She's 25 forms of the devil that I could prove. And I don't say that shit lightly. These are major forms. Things that I would never be. I don't want to get into it. But that's so you know what I'm up against, so you know what I'm dealing, so you know what I fell in love with. Like I said, the duality and the paradox. If I'm the real victim, and I am, and she's the fake victim, I'm the real mountainside Jesus. She's she devil. I get her back. She sends me the porn. She offers me her other ones with Pat. She said, I probably got a few lying around. I said, okay, Kristen, that's probably 30. That's 30 plus. You're probably, you know, cam girl on fucking Pornhub. You know the whole deal. You know, standard 101 cliche, at-bot, motherfucking new age idiot. 5 billion videos on Pornhub. There's a bunch of parasites getting railed in front of y'all saying, a fucking joke. This is what we've become. We're not evolving as a species. We are rapidly devolving. As social networking and so communication, social network was supposed to be a positive, some sort of positive influence that was going to bring us all together. The only thing it did was drive everybody apart and make everybody increasingly negative. I mean, it exposed the world in a way that we probably wish never would have been exposed. It's all bad. Neither here nor there. I get her back. I'm happy as hell I got it back. I told her, Kristen, you know what? I don't need the money. I don't need the room. I don't need nothing. I love you. I only need you. You're my world. You're my sun, moon, stars. You're my everything. It is what it is. You know, I don't need the money. I just love you. I want you. I need your company. I need to save you. And, you know, when Hosley tried to make light of that and make it comedic, he says he's trying to save her. Now, she cried to me and said, I'm fucked up, Nicky. I can't be saved. She over-exaggerates every word. She twists and contorts every word she says, almost demonically. It's ironic she lost her virginity to Greg Wilson, who's got the strangest other voice I've never heard two voices stranger than this. They're extremely abnormal. But she admitted she can't be saved. And I know, because my equivocations are absolute, in my own mind, I know she can't be fucking saved. It's not fucking possible. It's motherfucking possible. Can't be done. But I believe that since she was being robbed, raped, abused, used by virtually everyone over the last 20 fucking years, and I wanted to be the exception to that, I believed I could truly help her. I want nothing more than a return home. I love Mountainside. I've been exiled out of my own fucking town, and I'm the goddamn king of that motherfucker. Bad publicity is good publicity, folks. You know, I made it. Ain't nobody making a name for themselves like Mountainside Jesus, baby. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's what it is. For better or worse, it is what it fucking is. I want nothing more than a return home. And I want nothing more than true love and happiness. But I thought I found true love and happiness through self and God, north and south. I didn't believe anything east or west or hell or earth. Like this prison plane, non-existent, phony, fake, digital, residual, simulcast and simulation, fucking hell reality. You know, aka Mother Earth. Hell O means the world. T20H8533 Luciferian world. There's nothing good here. We're born out of the sins of our fucking parents, and our fathers should have known better when they ran up in the goddamn belly of the beast. These bitches got the goddamn beast system in the fucking stones, what they call it. You're born out the belly of the beast. It's a beehive system. Beast system. Reproductive systems in their stomachs, anatomically identical to goats, head of Satan. It is what it is. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth in Latin. Cervix, uterus, vagina. But I fell. You know, key word fell. I love Kristen to death. I love her with all my heart. I made no bones about it. I will never stop fighting for her. I will never give up on her. I can't give up on her. And I believe the sick joke got even sicker after Hosley. Obviously, she cheated him. I don't think his heart was healthy enough for sex. And she's a drug, sex, rock and roll sex fiend. So it's not going to be conducive, despite him waiting on her hand, foot, toe, and mouth like a fucking slave, chore whore, slave boy, beta bitch, fucking twat that he is. Despite waiting on her hand, foot, and mouth like a complete total cunt, she just cheated on him, trashed him, and kicked him. You know, that relationship was short and short. Anybody can see the end of that shit coming. We get in a fight on October 8th because of him. She sent her fucking 12-inch big purple dildo picture to him the morning after she sent the porn to me. And Hosley comes to me on the 8th and says, she sent me this, and I was like, oh my God, I'm finally out the friend zone. I don't believe it. I said, Hosley, she sent me the porn the night before, bro. You know, that's fucking from 1,200 miles away. I said, everybody said, well, you didn't fuck her? I said, I'm 1,200 miles away. How the fuck am I going to stick my dick from Florida to New Jersey? You know what I mean? But that ain't the point. Sex is a violent, aggressive act of fucking, essentially, demonic dog shit. It's not lovemaking. It's bullshit. You've been hoodwinked to believe that everything you believe is peaches and rosy fucking cream is garbage. It's not lovemaking. Sex is not lovemaking. You've been lied to about everything. And my number one priority she's 42 fucking years old. By the time I get her back, if and when I ever do get her back, she's gonna be 50 plus 50. And here I come looking like Joe Jerkoff trying to save the catastrophe the last 50 that fucking annihilated her. You know, it's a hell of a job for Mountainside Jesus. Nonetheless, she sent him a picture of her dildo behind my back and said, Kristen, you roll with me. You got to be honest. You got to be forthcoming. You got to be honest. You got to be 100% Team Nikki True Love. You got to be on my fucking side. You roll with me. You're with me. You're not sending pictures of your fucking dildo to the fattest, ugliest, fucking sickest joke we grew up with. You know, how he ever ended up with a wife is beside me. This half Mexican, he fattened 300 pounds overnight so he could better control her. He tried to do the same thing to Kristen. He started force feeding her food. He was telling her to get it. All he ever did was just feed her. She's getting fat. And for all we know, she is fat, because I don't know shit. Her picture on there, the smiling horse picture, is from 2.5 years ago. It's the last time she looked good for motherfucking me. Not for Steve Hosley, for me. After that, she got fat. There hasn't been a single picture of her ever since. No relationship updates, no nothing. Every time Hosley tagged her or talked about her or mentioned her, she never responded. There wasn't a single picture, not even one single confirmation that they ever even had a relationship. And when he said he was out the friend zone on February 1st, 2021, after lying about it in October 2020, he said, finally out the friend zone, guys. But she's going to be so mad if she sees this. The good thing for me is she never logs on to Facebook. He's got a high-pitched homo voice. Every dude she's ever been with, they sound like fags. But when they open their mouth, you can hear they're fucking gay. You hear my voice, you know there ain't no fucking homo in my voice. But every dude she ever been with, now I get word she's with Brian Sharkey. I can't get confirmation on the fact, but I'm pretty fucking sure she is. The sick joke behind that is, I'm stabbed in the back by my best man, Brian DeVito, the last 12 years on Facebook. All we ever did was talk about the pussy we got with growing up, and then we'd come back to Cesar. And every time I say, but Cesar, that's Mountainside's queen princess. That's numero fucking uno. That's Queen Psycho Juliet fucking spoiled rotten crybaby supreme. You know, it's not her fault she's the way she is. She's been spoiled her entire life, and her father was never there. You can't just give her everything. A house for $1, $150,000 car for nothing, imported German horse. You can't give her all that shit and then not be a fucking father, because she doesn't know how to be alone for a single fucking day without a cock up her fucking ass. It's disgusting. And Brian, wacky cracky fucking Sharkey, is not the fucking answer. This staying home all his life with his mother bartender, might have lived once or twice on his own with a group of fiends, is one of the biggest, most well-known fucking fiends in my entire fucking town. And we're not talking about smoking weed, which I don't advocate, and I haven't smoked weed since '04. Unlike these monkeys, these fucking mega moron monkey idiots, I don't do drugs. I'm sane, lucid, sober, and every motherfucking rumor you ever heard about me was absolute dog shit being spread by lying, cock-sucking motherfucking sheep like John fucking Tomasi. All that aside, Hosley goes behind my back to her and starts telling her that I'm talking shit, which I'm not, to split me on October 8th. The last words I fucking hear, because I'm on the phone with her from 7 to midnight that night, normally we're on the phone till the sun comes up, every day. Every fucking day. All right? So in essence, she was paying for me, yeah, but I was everything to her, so I was earning it. I was a fucking doctor. Why can't I be paid for my fucking work? But nonetheless, he goes behind my back and he jammed me up with her. She's singing Iris to me. That's the song, Goo Goo Dolls Iris. That's our song, one of them. That's the main one. And all of a sudden, she cut off the conversation 5 hours short, so I know there's an issue. But she said she picked a fight with Hosley earlier in the night, cut him off because he had told me that, he sent me the dildo, that she sent the dildo pic. So she snapped on him for that and cut him off, but then went back to him. Because she couldn't live without the fact that this fucking monkey imp was a essential slave chore boy or whatever the fuck. She couldn't live without him. He calls himself her handler. I said, Kristen, what kind of man calls himself a fucking handler? Proudly. Now, pride is the number one sin, and to be proud of being a handler, it's just straight fucking blasphemy. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So now my show just got burnt 15 minutes in. I can't even continue. Well, you see my life. You see what I'm doing. ask politely if I could please have 15 minutes more. You don't walk in, someone's recording, it's paid in existence. How am I supposed to continue now that you're doing this? Now he walks away. 15 minutes. Appreciate it. October 8th, 2020, he comes between the two of us. Now, he had already come between the two of us, and his intention was to come between the two of us. He's not a good person. This is what pieces of shit do. Real men know that you don't come between a fucking relationship. Real men don't invade on another man's woman. That's what bitches do. Bitches want to steal a fucking married man from another woman. That's a chick move. But everything Hosley did was a bitch move. He had a set date night for every night that had to make sure that she went out with him. He played her, he manipulated her every fucking way. Every fake way you can manipulate fake love. Fucking comedy clubs, drugs, chocolate fucking cake, wine, you fucking name it. He was manipulating her. You gotta be kidding me. I don't believe he's coming back. He just destroyed the whole show. There were no laws, bro.